can see epistasis. Many epistasis are there. Dominant epistasis, recessive epistasis, duplicate gene with cumulative effect, complementary gene, supplementary gene, inhibitor gene, duplicate gene. These are various types of non-allelic interaction. Among them, we are going to discuss today about dominant epistasis. This is there in your syllabus. Remaining all not available in your syllabus. We shall see about what is dominant epistasis. First of all, what is epistasis? Epistasis is nothing but the allele, two or more alleles are present in one locus. Suppose this is one locus, this is another locus. So these are allele, these are allele, these are allele, these are allele. That means alleles are present in one gene, which are present in one locus, which will be interfere or mask or disturb the phenotypic character of the other locus of alleles of gene are called as epistasis. That means which will be masking, that is called epistasis. Which will be masked, they are called as hypostasis. Do you understand? Now I shall explain about this epistasis in detail, then you can understand very clearly. But one point you should understand. One gene or alleles which are present in a gene which is present at one locus will disturb or mask or clearing the phenotypic character of the alleles or genes are present in the other locus. This is called as epistasis. Now we are going to see about dominant epistasis in summer-spas. Summer-spas means in Tamil, Surakai. Now we are going to see. So in this summer-spas, there are three different genes are determine the phenotypic character. There are three different types of summer-spas fruits you might have seen. White seed, white fruit, yellow fruit and green fruit. There are three different summer-spas you might have seen. These will be determined by gene. How these are determined? These are determined by dominant epistasis. Suppose white color is dominant. So this will be determined by capital W gene. So capital W gene is determined by white. If one capital gene is available, this will be showing white color. If both this W, capital W, will be dominant over this colored fruit, that means either yellow or green. That means white is dominant over both yellow and green. This white is determined by capital W. Even one capital W gene allele is available, this will be determined white. If both capital W is not available, that means small w in one locus, then the second locus, capital G, will be appear. That means if capital G is for yellow fruit. So yellow fruit is determined by the allele is capital G. And green color fruit will be determined by small g. So if this is recessive, that means white is dominant over yellow, yellow is dominant over green, but white is dominant over both. If capital W is available, this yellow and green will not be appear. Similarly, when white is being recessive only, this either yellow or green will be appear. That means white is dominant both the colors. If white is small w, that means this is appear recessive, then these color may be appear. In small w condition, yellow can be appear if it is capital G. But green can be appear only at both white small w, then the yellow is also small. That means small g is available, then green color may be appear. But even one W is available, one capital W is available, this allele will be indicate white only. when white is being recessive, that means small g, then capital G indicate yellow. Then small w, small g, green color may be appear. So this is a condition for dominant epistasis. So at the end, I should tell you how epistasis takes place. For example, the parent we can take a pure white fruit is crossed with pure yellow. For example, the white fruit is having two locus. At one locus dominant is capital W, the other locus is small g. Then yellow fruit is having small w at one locus, capital G is other locus. All are pure. So this white fruit parent is crossed with yellow fruit parent. Then gamete can be formed. It is homozygous, one capital W. It is homozygous, one small g. So capital W, small g. Here homozygous, small w, one small w. Here capital G, one capital G. So small w, capital G, one gamete. Then the F1 generation, capital W, capital G, small g. Complete white. Why it is white? Even one capital W is available, all are white. Even the capital G is available. This will not show yellow color because even one capital W is available. It is completely white because white is dominant over both the colors. Even the capital G is available. It does not appear yellow, only white. Okay. So F1 generation is capital W, capital G, small g. A heterozygous white color fruit may be formed. If it is self-cross, one is male, another one is female. So if it is self-cross which can be producing gamete, four different gametes will be produced. Capital W, capital G, one gamete. Capital W, small g, one gamete. Small w, capital G, one gamete. Small w, small g, another gamete. So there are four gametes to be produced. If it is self-cross, another parent is also having same. That can be written here. So this is female parent, this is male parent. Now we can cross. Capital W, capital G, white. Because even one capital W is there, white only. Then capital W, capital G, small g, white. Because one capital W is available. Two capital W, even one capital W is available, white. But here two capital W is there, automatically white. Then capital W, capital G, small g. Even though two capital genes are there in the other locus, which will not be dominant because capital W is dominant over other locus. Understand? This is called epistasis. Capital W, capital G, small g. Here white only. This gene or allele, capital W allele is present in one locus, is masking the dominant gene which is present in the other locus. This is called epistasis. That means this capital W is dominant over capital G, it is called epistasis. This small g is suppressed by capital G. This is hypostasis. So this is hypostasis, this is epistasis. Okay, we shall go to the next. Capital W, capital G, small g. Once again, it is white because one capital W is there. Again, capital W, capital G, small g, white. Two capital W, white automatically. Capital W, small g, white. Because two capital W are there. Capital W, capital G, small g, white. Because one capital W is there. Capital W, small g, white. It is also one capital W is there, white. Capital W, small w, capital G, small g, white. Capital W, capital G, small g, white. Here, small w, capital G. When small w, that means there is no capital W, then the yellow is appear. Have you seen it? Then capital G. Even one capital G is there, yellow color will be appear when there is no capital W, G, allele. Next, small w, capital G, small g. So capital G is there, yellow. When two small w. Then capital W, capital G, small g, white. Capital W, small g, white. Small w, capital G, small g, yellow. Small w, small g, green. When two white are recessive, this other locus is also recessive, then green is appeared. So finally we can get 12 white color fruits, 3 yellow color fruit, 1 green color fruit. So this is phenotypical crop dominant epistasis, that is 12:3:1. Here what is epistasis? Here, even though capital G is available, but dominant capital W is suppressing the characteristic features of capital G allele. So this is called epistasis. Even though dominant gene of capital G is available, but dominant gene of white color is dominant over both yellow as well as green. So this is called dominant epistasis. So dominant epistasis means an allele or more than 2 alleles are present in a gene of one locus which is suppressing, which is masking of the gene or allele which are present in the other locus. This is called epistasis. Do you understand epistasis? So these are various ratio of different types of epistasis. Dominant epistasis is having 12:3:1, just now we have seen. Then recessive epistasis in Andreanum species flower color 9:3:4. Then duplicate gene with cumulative effective 9:6:1 in Summer's fruit. Then complementary gene 9:7 in sweet peas. Supplementary genes 9:3:4 in maize plant grain color. Inhibitor gene 13:3 in rice plant. Duplicate gene 15:1 in seeds capsule, like various types of plant like fruit shades, that is 15:1. That's all about intergenic interaction or interlocus interaction or non-allelic interaction.
Gene interaction. Mendelian experiments prove that a single gene controls one character, but in the post-Mendelian findings, various exceptions have been noticed, in which different types of interactions are possible between the genes. This type of gene interaction concept was explained by W. Batzer. The gene interactions can be classified as intragenic gene interaction or intra-allelic or allelic interaction. Intergenic gene interactions are interallelic or non-allelic interactions. Intragenic gene interactions. It takes place between the alleles of the same gene, that is, alleles at the same locus. It includes incomplete dominance, codominance, multiple alleles, pleiotropic genes. Incomplete dominance. Carl Quarens experimented Mirabilis jalapa plant for these findings. In 4 o'clock plant Mirabilis jalapa, when the pure breeding homozygous red present is crossed with homozygous white, the phenotype of F1 hybrid is heterozygous pink. The F1 heterozygous phenotype differs from both the parental homozygous phenotype. This cross did not exhibit the character of dominant parent, but an intermediate color pink. When one allele is not completely dominant to another allele, it shows incomplete dominance. Such incomplete dominance is shown here in 4 o'clock plant. In this interaction, the phenotypic and genotypic ratios were found to be identical as 1:2:1, 1 red, 2 pink, 1 white. Such codominance 1:2:1 ratio expression of both alleles in the heterozygous condition is seen in red and white flowers of camellia, inheritance of sickle cell hemoglobin, ABO blood group system in human beings. Lethal gene. It is another type of gene interaction. Here, an allele which has the potential to cause the death of an organism is called a lethal gene or lethal allele. This type of lethal gene was reported by E. Barr in 1907 in Snapdragon plant. The fully dominant or fully recessive lethal allele kills the carrier individual only in its homozygous condition. So, F2 genotypic ratio will be 2:1 or 1:2 respectively. Pleiotropy. In pleiotropy, the single gene affects multiple traits and alter the phenotype of an organism. The pleiotropic gene influences a number of characters simultaneously, and such genes are called pleiotropic gene. For example, it can be seen in sickle cell anemic patients.